Folks, this is Hot with Fanatics and the fans. We are here at Comic-Con with two of my favorite people. I've done podcasts with them. I've done panels with them. We've talked nerd. How exciting, how awesome is Planet Comic-Con? Guys from Worst Comic Podcast Ever.
It's like 3-day Christmas. Every day is Christmas.
That's
here.
right, exactly. It's the gift that keeps on giving. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I've been to Planet Comic-Con. You've been to Planet
Yes,
Comic-Con.
yep.
We've done so many conventions.
Right.
Have you ever seen a guest list like what they have this year?
It's crazy. It's amazing. I mean, they just keep getting bigger and bigger, and now they're taking up the entire hall. I mean, it's boom to boom all the way down. And
Plus the building across the street.
Yeah.
it's crazy, and so yeah.
It's insane. I mean, all leading up to the con, they kept making announcement after announcement. It's like, where are they going to put everyone? I mean, you would think that they were done, and even up until 2 weeks ago, they were still adding people on. Chris Claremont.
I've interviewed him twice today already.
Nice.
I'm doing a panel with them.
Nice. I'm jealous now. So,
There's enough nerd to go around.
Yeah.
oh, right. So, who are you most excited to see this weekend?
You know, I think Chris, right here.
You can't say Chris again.
Chris Claremont, Jim Steranko, right here, across the way. Super excited, legend in comics. Having Greg Land right here with us all weekend, right next to us here. I mean, plus the people we get to see all the time, but they always have new stuff coming out.
Right.
So to see Cullen Bunn and to see Matt Kent with all their new stuff out again, always exciting.
Cullen is a super nerd. I love talking to Cullen.
Yeah.
He is, and the guy writes 8 million books a month.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he writes all the books.
Who are you most excited to see?
Well, he wasn't able to make it here last year, but Jimmy Palmiotti's here this year.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm going to be doing a panel with him later today and get the chance to hang out and talk comics with him.
With Amanda Carter.
Yes, with Amanda.
Which
you
their
know.
line is around their booth.
Yeah.
Around the entire section is so cool.
Much like Steranko's here.
Right.
And seeing Jim, I mean, I saw him once 12 years ago at a show in St. Louis, and I'm glad that he's still doing the con circuit and coming out to a show like this. Frank Bruner's over here. That's a longtime Marvel creator, did all kinds of work on Doctor Strange and some of the monster and horror comics of the 1970s. So that's a big get. And just seeing so many of the familiar faces, guys like Jason Aaron. Just
See,
huge.
we talk nerd. Y'all don't even pay attention to us. We just over here
there's
talking
a
nerd. So, because I follow your Facebook.
Yep.
I don't really follow his.
Yeah.
So, correct me if I'm wrong. How much comic book stuff happens in your classroom?
A lot. I've got a lot. I've got posters everywhere. And if we're doing tension or we're doing springs, you can talk about the spring constant of Spider-Man's webs. You can do all kinds of stuff.
Now, being the geeks that we are, here's a question that I just, it popped into my head and happens to me all the time because we do so many of these. How weird is it when you don't recognize what somebody's cosplaying? How embarrassing do you feel in your own on your own mind?
More and more, just because I don't know the anime.
Right.
Anime is my weak area.
Yeah.
And so we had some friends stop by earlier, and her daughters were dressed up, and I had no clue what they were dressed up. And it turns out they were doing a gender bend that it was actually male characters that they were dressed up as. So I would have been really confused.
Yeah, when you gender bend a character that I already didn't know, it's real tough for me to get that one. Yeah.
So, and I'll ask you the same question in reverse. What's the favorite cosplay? This is just Friday, folks. So wow, this is just Friday.
Yeah, I know.
Can
We're
you
all,
imagine?
Right, exactly. I saw somebody with a really good version of Death, the Death from the DC comic. And
I thought you were talking about my ex-wife.
And it was spot on. She had nailed it. Looked perfect.
What about you?
I saw Zatanna earlier.
Yes, I saw this.
No fishnets, but she had the swimsuit outfit that ended up, and had the top hat and the full hair. It looked good.
I was talking to Claire. She wants to see her Glory, which I thought that would actually be kind of cool.
Yeah.
With the red dress, that would be really, really cool. But I've seen Thundercats this weekend already.
Oh,
I'm loving that. How awesome is that?
Yeah, somebody got a Chitara? Was it a
Yeah.
Chitara? Oh man.
No, actually, I thought there were 3 of them.
Oh,
3 or 4 of them.
Chitara's the one I have a crush on, so that's why.
Who didn't?
figure.
I mean,
Yeah, as long as you get the flea collar, I think you're good. It's important.
So you don't take him out in public very often, I'm assuming.
No.
So are we looking forward to, let's say, I'm just going to throw some names out there. Ron Perlman?
Yeah, Ron Perlman's amazing. I mean, it's funny because he's this big guy, but he's an amazing actor. And so I think sometimes people look and think, well, he gets cast because he's big. He gets cast because he's good.
Yes.
Yeah. He happens to also be big. But if you're looking for somebody who can play one of those roles and bring that gravitas to it, he does it. He can make Hellboy believable.
I was going to say, if they were to do that right now, redo that right now without Ron, who would they pick? It's not. It can't happen
because he's in every movie.
Actually, he could do it. He could do it though.
He's in every movie right now.
He could do it though.
And I'll add in, I mean, he brings in that Sons of Anarchy crowd. That's a whole new target base of fans coming into the show just to see him because of that show, not so much because of Hellboy.
So I'm looking over there and I see a name, Jim Beavers.
I'm not a big. I don't know much about him.
I'll just go over here then.
Yeah. I have a student of mine who is that's the person they're most excited about coming here to see.
Hey, I love Justified as much as I love Supernatural.
Right. Yeah, totally. They're a huge Supernatural fan.
Not all my television is nerd related. Maybe.
It seems like my DVR can't keep up with all the nerd shows
I didn't even.
right now.
We were talking about this just a little while ago. There are some things I just have to DVR because I can't watch them online, or I can't because the CW app sucks. But we love you, Stephen Amell. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, that's right.
Here tomorrow.
Right, but the CW app sucks. But Magicians, if you guys have been watching this show, you're missing something amazing.
I've got so many shows that it's like I will get to it. I will get to it.
Thank God for the CWC because that way you can at least catch up on your Constantine.
Right. Yeah.
Which that's what I'm looking forward to the most,
Yeah.
even though the CW app sucks. Anyway, folks, Fanatics and the Fan, worst comic podcast ever,
Awesome.
Planet Comic Con 2017.
Place to be.
Yep.
This is the only place to be this weekend in all of the state of Missouri, as far as I'm concerned. Come check it out.
Booth number 1032.